on to the big one, the top division, where we have the Manchester Bees, the defending champions of the East. They sadly lost in the OrkneyBowl final last year, but they were the best of the East, and they've started with a big win against Godalming Goats, 222 points, so making their statement in week one. Glasgow Eagles, 240 points. There's a bigger score. Not quite as big as the one I ran into, but there we go. Against the Seattle Patriots, 129. That reeks of Kittle Landworthy. So that does. Whitworth Rockstars beat Sean's team, 175 to 193. And then the Dublin Everton Blues started with a 205-point win over the Leeds Lassos, 172. And Stoke-on Bengals, they got a win with just 167 points against the Harlow Harlequins, 164, so very tight. And finally, the Leicester Tigers, 205, beat the Carlton Crew, 190. So yeah, there's been a couple of low-scoring winners here. Stoke and
Look at
Bengals
that.
getting a nice cheeky one.
Tight game, and you win with 167. Happy days. I mean, that's your wins that really do take you to championships, because you'll have your weeks where you do score well. So if you're picking up a win with 167, happy days, so long as you're not harbouring any big injury problem. Oh, look at that. Chris Godwin left in the team. Still one.
Chris Godwin left in the team. Yeah, that's not going to help you much at all. That's not, but yeah, I mean it's a great win, and you know St Brown was there. I seen St Brown there. Neighbours was there. Obviously, better weeks ahead, and there's Jude Johnson on the bench. As long as Herbert's throwing the ball like that, they'll keep throwing it, and if they keep throwing it, he'll have his weeks, you know.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah, that's a huge one. That is a huge one. That one, go up a little bit for us, Johnny.
Yeah, let's have a look at the Sean versus Jackson.
Yeah, it's Jackson as well. So good win for Jackson, 193 points. But where's Sean gone wrong? I mean, Gibbs. Do you know that? It's the least amount of yards. It's the least amount of yards a player has had with double-digit catches in the history of the NFL. 10 catches, 31 yards. Nailed.
I will look at his rushes. He only had 19 yards for 9 carries.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's
19 touches.
Still scored, though. He still got points.
And he scored, yeah. But I mean, Evans is, not a great week. Smith, not a great week. Where are you with Kelsey now? I mean, they were struggling. They needed it in the 4 catches.
No, look, Kelsey will be fine. I mean, they've obviously Worthy's gone down. Rice is still suspended, so he's going to get his catches. He's obviously still a red zone. He's still a touchdown magnet. Kelsey will be fine as long as he stays healthy. He generally does. So I know, but you've been like that. You've been like that for a while, for a little while, Kelsey. Hopefully, maybe the engagement will. I mean, Taylor will get pregnant next. Maybe that's when it'll all go to shit for him. Sean's still got nothing to worry about. He's got plenty on his bench as well. Sean's got a deep roster there. I mean, he usually does.
Yeah, he has.
Draft well.
He's very deep.
Frustratingly good at all this.
Jackson's 2 defenders, both over 20 points there on the bench as well. So he's got IDP strength there. And he's got Samson on the bench. Do you think, Judkins is going to be playing pretty much this week, isn't he? But how long is it going to take to break in? I mean, Samson looked good.
Samson looked fine, yeah. Well, they drafted them both for a reason. They'll use them both. Good. The problem is they're not a great team. Good teams can have 2 serviceable backs. Minnesota, Mason and Jones both scored okay. Detroit have done it. So, the right teams can do it.
They're not the right teams,
unless you're a superstar running back, in some respects, you don't want your back to be pounded because you just will end up getting injured.
Yeah,
So
that's
you want them
you
there for
don't
the whole season.
I do agree. I do like having a reliable cover for my main backs because the less touches they get, the more chance they've got. So Dublin Everton Blues were the champions season one, looking to get back to that final and off to a good start with 200 points, but they've got that Walker problem as well. Hampton's going to be absolutely fine, isn't he? I think he's going to the second half of the season he'll
Oh,
explode. I think. What do you think?
the only problem for Hampton, well, it's not a huge problem, is that Greg Roman's offences don't tend to throw the ball to running backs very often, so he'll need to be reliant on actually running the ball. But they'll run it loads.
He's the Worthy problem. This is Dublin Everton Blues got that Worthy problem. He's. I think he's going to be out for a while. So, and it was Travis Kelce who done it. Let's not forget. But Brock Bibbles is going to be fine. There's Derek Henry sitting there. So yeah, I mean this is a team of strength as well. What about Njoku? Where are you with Njoku? Because it was
Well,
Fannin that had all the
I
touches.
like Njoku, always have done it. Usually draft him. I have done again, but Mr. Fannin obviously had a field day, and he was is he not the most productive tight end in college football history? Yeah, like
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
all the stuff was there on him, and you look, and no one really was drafting him. Well, some people were obviously, but he wasn't going early. And that might not translate to the NFL, etc., etc. And then bang, game one, translates. There's
It's just,
and it's not a coincidence that he's
it was
gone
a
and got
small
all.
school as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, totally. But it looks like it translates. So if he keeps getting as open as he did at college, and he did in week one, then oof, uh, there's a guy to have, and
Well, that's
he is available on our waiver wire, Craig.
was it.
Yeah, so line up your money.
Line up your money, yeah. I mean, I do agree. I do think he looked very, very good, and I was a naysayer in the drafts and stuff. So I really don't have him many places, if I have him anywhere at all. And certainly it would only be in Dynasty. So yeah, anyone who's got him must be quite happy about that. Tyreek Hill, he looked. He's not Tyreek. He's not the same Tyreek Hill anymore,
Aye,
is
but
it?
is he not? Am I not right in saying Tyreek Hill's got a wee problem with domestic violence accusations or something?
Oh, is it Tyreek Hill? I heard them talking about it on Pro Football Talk, but I missed who it was. I actually thought it was two they were talking about at the time. So is it Tyreek? That makes more sense to me, actually. That's
Yeah,
not good. You've heard talking a lot of places.
his estranged wife has accused him of assaulting her during their marriage.
Yeah,
So
no,
yeah,
that's not good news. So
wouldn't
yeah,
shock
I
me.
mean it's no, it's not shocking in any way whatsoever, but it's certainly not good for the future of Tyreek Hill, and even this season, if it's that serious, it'll
Dolph,
be the punishment might
Dolphins
come quickly.
the Dolphins look horrific. I mean, I don't know who's favourite for the first coach to lose their job, but McDaniels is probably bound to
Oh,
be McDaniels that's the favourite.
absolutely 100%. It's McDaniel's, but they looked awful, didn't they?
But
I mean, it's a worry for me with H in quite a few places, but I think he's the one that could still, come out of it okay type thing. But yeah, the Dolphins don't look good, and they've got the Patriots this week, so I mean, it's already a huge game for them, isn't it?
yeah, totally. If they look rubbish against the Patriots, they're yes problem. Oh, there's a Fark. That's a Graham. Graham's got a right good score there, 240.
Yeah, but all the second highest score of the Eastern Conference this week. So good going in the week that it was, in that sense. But yeah, I mean that's with Irving and Kamara running back. I mean, I thought they both did okay. Well, I certainly thought Kamara done better than 17 points. That's for sure. But there we have it.
Ridley was
Puka,
quiet.
he's made a stone, isn't he?
Yeah, no, totally. He is. Ridley was quiet. Laporta did pretty well. But with the OrkneyBowl tight end scoring, it does, like his line there, 6 receptions, 79 yards, but no touchdowns, whatever else. But because he got the first downs, and you get double bubble for first downs as a tight end, he ends up with 21 points on a reasonably average line.
I mean,
So
79 yards for the tight ends. That must be top 5 for yardage for tight ends in the week, I would imagine. You know, so it's
it probably is, but no touchdowns.
no.
But yeah, so over 21 points, that's not to be sniffed at. I'm just going to look.
More points than the Tucker Craft who got his touchdown, you know. But look at the IDPs there. The IDPs have knocked it out. Baker and Olukin, they've absolutely crushed it.
Yeah, Olukin got that interception, didn't he?
So he did, yeah, that's right.
No, you were right about Laporte. It was actually second most yards behind Bowers.
There you go.
Yards.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be. I mean, people. I mean, you know, there's the thing as well, right? There's the comparison. Laporta were kind of poo-hooing 79 yards, no touchdowns or anything.
Yeah.
But you know, Trey McBride had about 60 yards, no touchdowns. You know, but people seem, you know, but he played okay. But you know, Laporta did okay for the position. You know, not 21 points, okay, but he done fine for the position. You know, and I think there'll be better weeks ahead because it's you know none of the Lions' offensive players came out with flying colours at all.
Nah, well that's it. They're obviously not in Green Bay every week, which I'm sure they'll be delighted about.
But yeah, that's a good start for Graham, and it would be nice to see a homegrown OrkneyBowl champion, so it would. And here's the no, we've not looked at the defending Eastern Conference champions, the Manchester Bees. It looks like they're off to a good start, and it's only Aston Gentry there. He's only going to get better, isn't he? And he's already getting the touches, so that's going to look better in a few weeks' time, I would imagine.
Yeah, solid. He's gone with Travis Hunter in the wide receiver slot.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense at this point. You know that if you're putting them in for say Williams or McMillan or any of these guys who are were high up picked wide receivers, you've got a better chance of getting that off an IDP. So I get putting them in the wide receiver slot.
Yeah, he's got away with Caleb Johnson as well, so that's a big score to basically have a running back sitting on minus points.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Jade looked okay as well. That was it's a good bounce back for him.
Yeah, no, that's well solid. Zaire Franklin normally right up there on the IDPs, but he had a quiet week. But that's I mean they pumped Miami, so it's not like they were up against it. And the bench. No, yeah, Justin Fields was in the losing team on the bench, but then Caleb Williams was there. There's not a lot of difference between them scoring wise. I'm not sure about Caleb yet at all. He's not throwing the ball downfield enough.
I'm not convinced at all. I don't think he's all that. I've got to say, I'm hanging my hat on it right now. I just don't think he's. I think they would have been better sticking with Justin Fields than switching to Caleb Williams. But there you go. And I also don't think he wants to be there. I think he wants out.
I think you may be right. He never wanted to be there in the first place, but you've got. I think in the NFL now, you've got to have a quarterback that's willing to put the ball down the field a little bit. I know that we've got quarterbacks at our teams that do that, and they do get picked off now and again. But equally, they do find their teammates as well. And if Caleb's struggling to throw it beyond 10, 12 yards, that's defensive. That's almost like he's wanting to pad his stats and have a decent completion percentage and me rather than team because they've got the guys, they've got the weapons, so
they do.
And Ben Johnson's never been scared for his quarterback to push it out there a bit. Jared Goff, would do it.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I think Burden had minus points as well this week, didn't he? I think he got one. He got like -3 yards or something like that. So
He's a bit more of a project, I think, and unless we see some decent early season usage, I think he'll maybe, and they can afford to take their time with him as well because they've got Moore and they've got Odunze and they've got Loveland, so you don't need all of them immediately.
But they're off to Detroit. It's Detroit this weekend for them, so it's not going to get any easier for them. As I say, I've not got many pieces of the Bears' offense at all, and I've got to say I'm quite happy about that this year. And I'll be out as long as until Caleb Williams can prove to be otherwise. That he's worth it. So that's us. That's the Eastern Conference for week 1. Douglas, it's if you've won, you're happy. If you've lost, on to next week. But it's only week 1. Long way to go.
Absolutely.